So Modern Warfare 2 is doomed, and we're going to have a little break, just probably a one video break from moaning about the game itself. And this time I want to follow up on what people have said in the comments to a previous video. I titled that video, Modern Warfare 2 just got the worst news possible, and I said that they are going to be making a full game in 2023. And a lot of people jumped into the comments to say, no, it's not a full game, you haven't done your research properly, it's going to be DLC. But they are titling this as a premium release. So this is going to cost as much as a full game, even if it's not. And there's been some updates and stuff since the news initially got revealed to everyone. And there was a reply to Charlie Intel from Jason Schreier saying that Charlie Intel keeps falling for the same PR language. What's coming in 2023 is going to be a continuation of Modern Warfare 2. It's called a full premium release because they're probably going to market it and sell it as a $70 game with new single and multiplayer content, but it's more Modern Warfare 2. And none of this is official. This is all just rumours based on an earnings call they had, because they said that they're going to do something with a premium release sticking to their annual releases for the franchise. But with the amount of people saying it's not going to be a full game, it's going to be an expansion or some sort of a DLC, it seems as though players are happy because they're getting a continuation of Modern Warfare 2. That is not the problem whatsoever. I am more than happy to have a continuation of Modern Warfare 2. The game has a huge amount of problems, but by the time it gets to 2023, they probably would have polished it up, it'll be in a much better state, and people will enjoy it more. I don't know why we have to put up with that mentality of release now, fix later. I don't know why people can't just grow a fucking backbone, and I don't know why they just accept all the stuff that we get thrown to us from the gaming industry. People are paying £70 to £100 for this game, and there are problems left, right, and centre. Even top and bottom, there are problems with this game. But with the news of it being a brand new game or it being an expansion, DLC, whatever you want to call it, the problem with it is that it's going to be made by Sledgehammer Games. They have partly created Modern Warfare 2 or whatever, and there are lots of problems with Modern Warfare 2. So is it Infinity Ward causing the problems? Is it Sledgehammer Games? There are multiple companies that have worked on this under the Activision umbrella, if you want to call it that. So I don't actually have a clue where the problems are stemming from, which part, but they had 3,000 developers over 3 years, a shitload of money, and they still majorly fucked it up. There's a lack of content, there's no combat record, there's lag and freezing. I mean, every time I go into my gunsmith now and I sit there for 20 seconds, the entire screen goes black. Then when I go back to the lobby, I can't even see my operator. The whole thing just stays as a black background and I have to go into a match to start seeing things in the game again. Updates seem to be making the game worse and worse, but if it was Infinity Ward, I trust that they would do a relatively decent job. There's probably going to be problems. I mean, you kind of have to expect that. Whether you accept it or not, you have to expect it in the gaming industry. At this current moment, games are disastrous a lot of the time. There's barely any good games that come out. I'm not saying there are no good games, but there are barely any polished, decent experiences out there for people paying between £70 and £100 for the games they are playing. But with Sledgehammer, they created two of the worst Call of Duty titles to date. They created World War II, they created Vanguard. It was mentioned in this earnings call that the previous premium release, which was Vanguard, didn't pull in the numbers they wanted. Whereas Modern Warfare 2 has gone and set records. They broke $800 million in 3 days. That's well over $1 billion now, just in sales, because there is no store available at the moment. That will probably, when Warzone 2 comes out, jump to over $2 billion within the matter of a week or something, because you know how thirsty people get for these stupid fucking skins they release. Weapon skins that look absolutely ridiculous. Operator skins that you can't even see because the game's first person. They're going to make a load of money when Warzone 2 drops. But Vanguard and World War II are two of the worst rated Call of Duties ever. Looking on Metacritic, and I know it's not 100% this isn't the definitive exclusive place to go for reviews or whatever, and a lot of times things get review bombed on here. But looking across different platforms for the games, Vanguard on PS5 got a 3.5 user score, on PC it got a 3.3, and on the Xbox Series X it got a 4.8. In terms of the Metascore, so based on the critics' reviews, it scored no higher than 74, which was the Series X version of the game. When it comes to World War II, the highest Metascore it got was 80, and that's only based on 21 critic reviews, and the highest user score it got was a 5 on the PlayStation 4. On the Xbox One, it was a 4.8. On the PC, it was a 4.2. So Sledgehammer have a really, really bad reputation when it comes to creating Call of Duty content, whether it's a full game or whether it's working with another company to create a Call of Duty title. They fucked up when Black Ops Cold War came out. It wasn't supposed to be Treyarch to release a Call of Duty that year. It was supposed to be Sledgehammer, but they messed up. So Treyarch jumped in with Black Ops Cold War. Then we had Vanguard, which was really, really bad. Now we've got Modern Warfare 2, which is bad in a lot of areas, and Sledgehammer have worked on the title. Sledgehammer wanted to release 2 sequels to make a full-on trilogy for Vanguard, but I don't think that's going to happen because the 2024 Call of Duty is going to be Treyarch's game. So if this is an expansion for Modern Warfare 2, Sledgehammer aren't even being trusted to make their own title. They're making a continuation for Modern Warfare 2. So they're sitting there as the B-Tech version of Infinity Ward. But not only that, they wanted to make another title, I think it was Advanced Warfare 2, and that one got shut down too, because they just don't make enough money as a company. So whether this continuation, whether it is a continuation from Modern Warfare 2 or it is a full release, Sledgehammer are going to be in charge of what's happening. I would rather it be a full release so that people can avoid the game. But when it's Modern Warfare 2, there are so many people playing, and I know for a fact a lot of people that play Modern Warfare 2 will buy the continuation, and I don't want to see that happening. I don't think Sledgehammer deserve to get any credit for doing things with Call of Duty because they're such a shitty development team. As I said, 2 of the lowest Call of Duty title review scores. They've been turned down for sequels and basically creating new games. Treyarch had to take over 1 year. They're an absolute mess. But the thing is, with this, whatever it is, I'll say it's a continuation of Modern Warfare 2. We'll go with saying that it's an expansion. This isn't going to be a cheap expansion. This is going to be at least, I'm going to say £40-50. Even Jason Schreier said it's going to be a $70 DLC. So it's essentially, it's going to be the same price as a full release. And there's going to be lots and lots of content in there for multiplayer and single player. It might as well be a brand new game. But what that does is Modern Warfare 2 is supposed to have a 2-year cycle. Start off a 2-year cycle for the franchise. And if they're going to do this stuff with the titles, they're throwing the 2-year cycle in the fucking bin. Because you pay £100 for the Vault Edition of Modern Warfare 2, then you would think there's going to be content in that game, free updates and stuff, seasons where they can make money through battle passes and skins and stuff. You would think that would run for 2 years. But as it stands, even with an expansion, they are going to be marketing and selling £70 or around that. So basically we'll go with AAA pricing. They're going to be charging that for something to chuck in the middle of that 2-year cycle. So essentially, we are still on a 1-year cycle. The game that you're currently playing will last 2 years. But in between, they chuck another £70 sale at you. I disagree with it. I think Modern Warfare 2 should last as it is with content updates and seasons and things like that. I think that shit should last 2 years. But obviously it's not going to. Activision are wanting to make as much money as possible. And people can't say, but yeah, they can't chuck out 2 years worth of free content because they're not going to make any money. As I said, they've got skins. They've got just basically a load of shit. They've got battle passes and stuff they can sell. They've got so much they can do to make money. They don't need to do this with expansions or even full games, brand new games coming out every single year. They make enough money as it is. So my last video, I was more on the side of it being a full game. There's nothing set in stone. We don't know if it's a brand new release or if it is a continuation of Modern Warfare 2. It's just what the insiders and stuff are talking about. But in the last video, I was more on the side of it being a full release. This time round, looking into it a little bit more, looking at the comments and seeing what people are saying, It could well be an expansion, but either way, it's going to cost you a lot of money to get involved. And if it's a continuation of Modern Warfare 2, you can watch all the scores and stuff go down for it because Sledgehammer are leading the show. I don't like the idea of it. I say leave Infinity Ward up to, leave them in charge of everything and then wait for a Treyarch release in 2024. But obviously Activision are going to do everything they can to make as much money as possible because they want to be on top of all the different companies in the world in terms of a business and all that sort of stuff, a corporation. They want to be up there with the most profit they can rinse out of players every single day just to further improve their company. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you willing to pay another £70 in a year's time for a continuation made by Sledgehammer? Let me know that in the comments and check out this video if you want to see other Modern Warfare 2 content on the channel. That's going to do it for this one. I'll see you in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.